Why do some people have knee pain after knee replacement surgery? Hello, my name is Dr. Grant Cooper. I am the co-founder and the co-director of Princeton Spine and Joint Center. In this video, we're going to talk about knee pain that comes after knee replacement surgery. So first of all, for context, total knee replacement is one of the most successful operations in modern medicine. Every year, hundreds of thousands of people undergo this procedure with the hope of walking further, sleeping better, and living in general with less pain, and most achieve exactly that. However, for a meaningful percentage of patients, about 15 to 25% of people are going to report ongoing pain or dissatisfaction months or even years after surgery. Now, of course, this can be deeply frustrating. After all, if the joint has been replaced, why does it still hurt? Well, in this video, we're going to explore what modern science tells us about why knee pain can persist after knee replacement and how medicine is evolving to better understand and ultimately treat it. What is a knee replacement designed to do? Well, a knee replacement is fundamentally a mechanical solution to a mechanical problem. The operation removes damaged cartilage and bone and replaces them with precisely shaped metal and plastic components designed to restore alignment, improve joint stability, reduce friction and bone-on-bone contact, and improve the range of motion. Now, if pain were purely a problem of worn-out surfaces, then replacing those surfaces should, at least in theory, reliably eliminate that pain. But as with the spine and with the rest of the body, pain is not just a property of tissues, it's a function of the nervous system as well. Pain is actually a biological and neurological process. Now, pain is created by the brain in response to signals from the knee, signals that are filtered through memory, emotion, inflammation, and also prior injury. When knee pain exists for months or for years before the surgery, the nervous system can become sensitized, and in this state, pain pathways will become more responsive, normal movement can become perceived as threatening, and the brain becomes more efficient at producing pain signals in these already sensitized neural pathways. Replacing the joint doesn't automatically reset this system. Okay, let's talk about the major reasons that pain can persist after knee replacement surgery. Now, one, the pain was not entirely coming from the knee joint, which is to say that not all knee pain originates in the knee itself. Common alternative sources might include the hip, the lower back or spinal nerves, the sacroiliac joint, and muscles and tendons around the knee. If the brain is perceiving pain signals from these regions, well, then replacing the knee joint alone is, of course, not going to resolve the problem. I've seen this in my own practice. I saw one patient who had a total knee replacement, and when the pain was unchanged after the surgery, they ended up coming to me for another opinion. We ultimately found that this patient had a large disc herniation in his back, and subsequently an L3 nerve block solved the pain. So, this is an unusual problem, and hopefully it's a very unusual problem, but it certainly is something that needs to be kept in mind. If the treatment that was supposed to solve the problem didn't solve the problem, one question that we always have to keep in mind is, was the diagnosis wrong in the first place? Okay, number two, nerve-related pain. During knee replacement, small skin and sensory nerves around the knee are often stretched or cut. Now, most heal without issue, but in some patients, this can lead to neuropathic pain, which is going to often be described as burning, tingling, electric, shooting sensations. Sometimes there'll be sensitivity to light touch or sensitivity to even clothing. This type of pain behaves differently from arthritis pain and is often going to require different kinds of treatments. Now, three, inflammation and immune response. Surgery introduces a foreign material, a metal and plastic, into the body. For most people, the immune system tolerates this just fine. But in some patients, low-grade inflammation can persist, and this can lead to swelling, to stiffness, and yes, to pain, even in the absence of infection or, in the absence of obvious mechanical issues. Number four, mechanical factors and subtle imbalances. Even a technically well-performed knee replacement can be affected by small variables such as a slight malalignment or imbalance in the surrounding ligaments, and changes in walking mechanics after the surgery. These imbalances can alter how forces travel through the joint and through the surrounding tissues, and this can also lead to inflammation and to pain during activity. And number 5, scar tissue and loss of normal motion. The body heals by forming scar tissue. In some cases, excessive scar formation, a condition called arthrofibrosis, can limit motion and create a constant sensation of tightness or pain. And number 6, the role of the brain, sleep, and stress systems. Chronic pain interacts strongly with sleep quality, emotional health, and stress hormones. Poor sleep and ongoing stress can amplify these pain signals, and that can slow recovery. This doesn't mean that the pain is, in your head. It means the nervous system functions as an integrated whole. Now, why don't X-rays and other scans explain the persistent pain? Many patients are told, well, your implant looks perfect, and yet they still have pain. Well, imaging is excellent at showing position, alignment, and hardware integrity, but imaging cannot show nerve sensitivity, inflammatory signaling, or brain-based pain amplification, and they can't show subtle muscle and movement dysfunctions. This is why persistent pain can exist even when the replacement looks flawless. The modern view is that the knee is really a part of a total system, and today specialists increasingly view post-knee replacement pain as involving essentially 3 overlapping systems. The structure, that is the implant, bones, ligaments, and alignment. The nerves, which is the local nerves, the spinal pathways, and the brain processing. And the biology, namely the inflammation, your circulation, and your immune activity, as well as tissue health. And successful treatment is often going to require addressing all 3 of these. Now, what this means for treatment, well, modern comprehensive approaches will often include precision physical therapy, which is going to be focused on movement quality, not just strength. Treatments for neuropathic pain when nerve sensitivity is present. Anti-inflammatory and biologic strategies to calm tissue responses. Gait analysis and mechanical fine-tuning, as well as cognitive and behavioral strategies to retrain pain pathways, and sometimes targeted injections or neuromodulation in select cases. The goal is often not to just fix the knee, but to restore confidence, comfort, and to restore normal movement across the entire system. Persistent pain after knee replacement doesn't mean the surgical procedure itself is necessarily a failure. It often means that the problem itself was more complex than just cartilage and bone alone. Our understanding of pain, inflammation, and nervous system recovery has advanced rapidly. Now, many patients who once felt stuck now will be able to find meaningful improvement through multidisciplinary personalized care. A knee replacement replaces a joint. It doesn't automatically, of course, replace the nervous system's memory of the pain, but that system can still change. It can still improve with the right strategy and with the right support. Now, very soon, we're going to be putting out a detailed video with very specific and detailed treatments for pain after knee replacement. So look for that very soon. Okay, thank you so much for watching. If you found some value, hopefully, in this video, please hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, share this with anyone who might find value in it as well. If you have questions or comments, or if you'd like to share your own experiences with knee replacements, then please leave a comment in the comment section. As always, I wish you all the very best of health. Thank you.